Well, thanks for visiting us this morning at KTALnews.com and your Weather Authority app. I'm meteorologist Josh Marces. This is your Thursday morning forecast update. And after a couple of great days of fantastic weather, pains me to put those 100-degree temperatures back in the forecast, but we're likely going to stay there for next week, week and a half or so. It will be comfortable for most of the day today, and that's just due to the low humidity, but the humidity will be back in full force by tomorrow, so you have maybe one more morning here to enjoy the cooler temperatures as we'll eventually wind up close to the 90s and low 100s this afternoon. But we are starting out in the 60s, so if you can get outside before 9:30 this morning, again, we'll have just the last few hours of those cool temperatures to feel here today. With the heat rising and eventually some humidity coming back, we'll likely see the heat advisories and then eventually the excessive heat warning back maybe tomorrow, but certainly through the weekend. Today we do have a heat advisory for our East Texas counties, showing the heat index maybe briefly to about 105 in those areas. And again, humidity is still fairly low for us today, but you can see down towards center, Longview, eventually could see those heat indices up to about 105 this afternoon. So there is some dangerous heat building back in, and all of us will really begin to feel that tomorrow as this area of high pressure. It is going to stay centered just to the north of the Arklatex for the next week or so, and this is a very strong ridge of high pressure, so it's not going to move out of the way much, so that will likely keep us dry for the next week or so. I have just a very slight chance of rain returning by next Tuesday and Wednesday, but just the combination today of all the sun, we get the south breeze back off the Gulf of Mexico as well, and that's what will start to crank up the dew point temperature, the humidity here, so it's definitely going to start to feel more muggy tomorrow. Again, most of the Arklatex by Friday is back above 100 degrees, and with the humidity increasing, the heat index probably pushing towards 110, so I think there's a chance we can see the excessive heat warnings back in play here through the weekend and probably through at least next Monday. Now, next Tuesday and Wednesday, there's a little wave down in the Gulf of Mexico that the Hurricane Center is watching, and that will likely scoot into the Texas coastline. Again, don't know if it will be a named tropical system here, but it's possible that may help to enhance the sea breeze for us somewhat, so we're hoping to see maybe just a few of those cooling rain showers come back by the middle of next week. But it does look like the heat here is going to continue to be at or above 100 through much of next week as well.